Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout London. Where last time, we discovered that yes, all is not well here in Hackney. Because you see, the one person who could sign my petition is currently not doing so well. A combination of grief and quite possibly being drugged against his will. And if that wasn't bad enough, yeah, I'm pretty sure multiple people have got plots and conspiracies going on. Manchester Mike, the local drug dealer, definitely has been acting a bit on the shifty side. And even Dennis, who up to now I've quite liked, yeah, he's suddenly being a bit suspicious too. So, okay. We're going to start off by going to speak to Mike and seeing if maybe, just maybe, I've misjudged him a bit. But seriously, I do not trust this chappy. So here we go, just past that roundabout we visited last episode. Yeah, that is apparently where his personal base is. So yeah, luckily we've dealt with the local dryads already, so right. Mosey on through here, and by the looks of it, okay. His base is just around the corner in this bit of the world. Here we go, Mabba House. So, okay, Mike. I suspect me and you aren't necessarily going to be friends here. Okay, I will give you, this place is, a lot less creepy than I was expecting. There appear to be just, people here enjoying a nice meal, children, etc, etc, so,
when the sun's in your eyes,
okay.
even you look proper dressed.
Mosey on down. Mike, why precisely did you want to, yes, speak to me in private? And here we go. I'm going to start off by, yes, suggesting we need to help Pete. I'm curious how he's going to respond to that.
I'll admit that I'm the one supplying Prince Pete. That wasn't an easy decision to make.
And okay, what precisely are we going to say? And, yes, why did you start doing this? It feels like, yeah, the drugs are not helping him right now.
Because if I didn't, he'd have found another supplier. And another supplier wouldn't have rationed him.
It's a flimsy excuse, Mike, so, okay. You've made your excuses. What are we going to do now, precisely? Because, hopefully, it sounds like, yeah, you've realised this is not a long-term solution.
You're a right arsehole. But one with a reputation for getting things done. If we work together, we can get Prince Pete clean. It won't be easy. Because if someone notices he's missing, there'll be a riot.
Right. When you say missing... Oh, Mike, you are just the king of bad plans that backfire over time, aren't you? So, okay. You want to force him to go cold turkey. And to do that, you're going to be, yes, functionally kidnapping him. And I feel like that's not going to go down well locally.
It's in the Roundel's best interest to get Prince Pete back. But before I say anything else, I need your word that this stay between us. One careless whisper, and we're inviting everyone with a grudge to come attack. Or worse, we'll start attacking each other.
Okay, on that front at least, he's not wrong. They've got enemies all around them, and potentially a civil war brewing inside too. So, yeah. Just out of interest, what's your take on the internal factions that could be a problem?
Without Pete, there's a power vacuum, and there are people like Dennis waiting for their chance to lead.
Okay. This is not the way round I thought this was going to go. I was kind of assuming Dennis was a Pete loyalist and a Manchester Mike would be defending his decisions. It might be in fact, yeah, the other way round. Okay. I'm gonna say... You've got my word, and I'm probably like 90% gonna honour that.
Good, because we need to move fast. I've already identified the perfect safe house, right here in Hackney. I'll mark it on your map. I need you to scope it out, make sure it's as safe as it looks from the outside. And that it has all the necessary bits and bobs. A sturdy door. Pete may not have his old strength, but even a weakened man desperate for chems can knock down a few rickety planks tacked together. A cooler. That's essential to hold the detox supplies. And a bed. He's still a prince. This process will be rough, and he needs a comfortable place to get through it.
Okay, so we'll need to be doing, a bit of shopping or scavenging and whatnot, gotcha. And yes, why precisely is there, a sudden need to move fast?
As I already said, we'll be effectively leaderless while this is happening. Though, truth be told, we've been effectively leaderless for a while now. The sooner we get the old Pete back, the better.
Okay, now admittedly, I've never, helped someone through a major drug addiction by making them go through some sort of a cold turkey detox process before, but... I mean, it's gonna take more than, 30 minutes, presumably. This sounds like, it would take days, weeks, months, possibly a year or something. I feel like, we're not gonna get away with just sneaking this one past the rest of the roundels, Mike. Still, I'm gonna say yes for now, and then we're gonna go check in with Dennis and see, what's going on with him.
While you're doing that, I'll get Pete ready. Meet me back here once the building is ready.
So okay, next up for me, go and take out the safe house, and I'm assuming it's gonna be full of bloody hooligans, because everything's full of bloody hooligans. Right, before I decide, which way I'm actually gonna be going here, let's go speak with Dennis. And okay, he's located at, that bar we helped take back right at the start of all this nonsense. So okay, Dennis, what have you got for me? And yes, what do I feel like I'm walking in on something that's already occurring?
I don't care, Dennis. The Roundels need you. You, not a chem-addled leader past his prime.
Prince Davies is a hero!
He is. But so are you. And if you don't step up, we're going to fall. The Battle of Hurly-Burly was just a taste of what Miller's men are up to.
What would you have me do? Kill him?
Maybe.
And every Roundel would take up arms against me. It would be the end of us!
Okay, so as I was suspecting from the name of the missions, it's all just gone very Macbeth. She's being a very Lady Macbeth. He's potentially being Macbeth, tempted into doing bad things. And, if you've read Macbeth, you may be aware it doesn't end well for, anybody, actually. So, okay. I'm going to, side with Dennis for the time being and try and talk the situation down. I don't think you could just kill the prince. That might go down badly.
We don't have to kill him. We just need Dennis to lead.
Okay, you're being very chill about the topic of, treason, overthrowing the prince, etc., etc., and I'm guessing you're asking me to do it, right?
You, in a sense. But not for what you're implying. Help us acquire a few things to help our prince sleep. Not die. Just in a quiet, peaceful coma. 3 doses of Carmex should do it.
And if anyone found out, they'd blame Rosie and Guy. Or maybe even Manchester Mike.
Exactly. Not you. But don't worry. No one will find out.
He does deserve a quiet way out.
And with you in charge officially, we'll be a force no one can stop.
But how can I buy up Calmex without everyone suspecting?
That's where our friend comes in. You can buy it from merchants out in the streets. There are plenty since Prince Davies doesn't have the will to stop them anymore. There are plenty of junkie hooligans in Hackney you can nab one from. Or just make it. You seem to know your way around chems. Meet us at the shop when you're ready.
Okay. So unfortunately, yes, Dennis can't be talked down. He's going full Macbeth, so... right. I'm going to work under the assumption that given he's already very ready to, make that power grab, if I do try to help out Mike, he's going to realise and he'll probably make his move anyway. So, does feel like no matter which way I go, there's going to be blood. Okay, I need to make a choice, and despite the fact I do not trust Mike, and I feel like he is just captain bad ideas on occasion, yeah, this is very literally the plot of Macbeth, which, as I say, doesn't end well for anybody, so... oh, I'm gonna regret this, but we're backing Mike. And speaking of which, you're right, that safe house that was mentioned, yeah, it's just around the corner from that open-air pub I visited previously. And okay, there's a lot of bloody quest markers in here. The question is, oh dear. What are they, precisely? Because those don't sound like people and... Oh, never mind! There are some people, but also some dogs, John, legendary dogs, get crit in the head. That's fine. So you just get taken out. That's a-okay. Okay. Take them out one by one here and... Oh! It's beef eaters! I'm gonna be honest, guys, I was not expecting to see you today, so, okay. Help myself to a few bits and pieces. If we're lucky, yeah. They will now come up the stairs one by one. This is a good location to use Scaramanga. And also, poisoners. Dear oh flipping dear. Actually, you know what? I say, oh! I'm being poked right now. Okay, John, pay attention to, like, the beef eaters and whatnot, because... Well, now they're coming en masse, so okay, John, seriously, maybe be ready. And ideally, yeah, if my flipping a Grim Reaper's sprint would like to trigger on occasion, that would be good too, and uh-oh. Okay, the range is potentially going to be a problem. Plenty of dogs here, plenty of dogs, and don't let them get on top of you. You could just go down to a crit in the head, that's fine, and we got plenty of them right now, just to make sure we don't get too crowded up top here, but yeah. Holding out up top, that's fine. In fact, yeah, I think we've already nearly broken their backs. Good, 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 good. And as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, poisonous is a terrible, terrible resistance. But right now, I've got literally nothing on my chest, but yeah, pretty decent hooligan gear that does come with a couple of skulls that I do feel are like, you know, giving people the wrong impression. This is lighter, comes with a better energy resistance, comes with a rad resistance, comes with poison resistance. The physical resistance is almost as good, so... You know what? As strange as it is to say this out loud, I'm going to take and use poisonous gear. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't love it. But, you know, I guess it is better than the weird bulky skull thing I was wearing, and I'm being stabbed again, aren't I? Okay, I think Kira got that one before I was ready. Well done, Kira. Right, one person left down below. Just get over to you, my friend. Finish you off, a basic beef eater. And with that, we should be done. Beautiful, and oh dear. Any chances? Yes. Like, you know, this locked room down here going to be where you end up putting him. Oh, no, much worse as it turns out. So, okay, this used to be, yes, where the cannibals did cannibal things. And apparently, yes, this is where we go to, keep the prince, and also... I mean, there appears to be an escape tunnel right here, and... Like, that's the last thing you want when you want him to be staying here, and not getting out and whatnot, but... Okay. Few things need to be fixed up, so... okay, number one... The doors can use steel to, yeah, just to reinforce those a bit. I don't have that right now, but yeah, if we just, you know, pick up a few bits and pieces, that shouldn't be too difficult to do. Here we go, bit of cooking equipment sitting around in the kitchen and whatnot, big cooking pots, etc, etc. Now that should be plenty, so okay, we've started breaking things down, that's been reinforced, lovely. We also need to, yes, fix up the bed a bit. 5 cloth for steel. Got the steel, and yeah, cloth used to be in pre-war money, not so much anymore, so, okay. Various, like, towels, like little kitchen towels or whatnot, I might have that in here. Here we go. Beef eaters sometimes carry, yeah, drugs or cigarette packets. Those contain cloth. Beautiful. Add in an old dish rag down in the tunnel. And we should have just enough to make a nice new bed. Beautiful. So, okay. Next up, the fridge. Fiberglass, rubber, and 5 steel. Okay. The steel's fine. Rubber and a fiberglass might need to go elsewhere for, I'm not sure. And while I'm here, hang about, just... Yes, maybe clean up the blood and whatnot. And bloody hell, guys, we're running low on cloth, okay? Now, the antiseptic's easy, though. There's a variety of, yeah, cleaning products in terms of box stuff, the equivalent of a Braxo, just sitting around the back rooms. But this is kind of fun. I feel like I'm, being given an exam in a flipping Fallout right now, which is, can I remember which bits of junk contain rubber or fiberglass? A test I failed immediately because, John, the cleaning product, it's a Braxo. A Braxo contains a fiberglass, so, okay, never mind, it's just the rubber. But hang about, did I just see a second ago in here? Somewhere you guys had a fire extinguisher. And I think that's got rubber in it, doesn't it? I am a coking genius at Fallout 4, as it turns out. Right, fix up the fridge. That's now working, and yeah. I should have the, hang on, antiseptic, though. Seriously, it's the cloth that's the problem. This would be so much easier in a world where, pre-war money was still a junk item that contained cloth. Nope, I feel like I failed some sort of Fallout 4 exam here, which is, there's no oven gloves in the kitchen, no teddy bears upstairs by the tables. I've been over every ashtray looking for cigarettes. They've definitely put something in here that's made of cloth that you can use, but I cannot figure out what it is. Luckily, yeah, that bar just up the road, they'll do me right, because this place is swimming in cigarettes. So, okay, we're going to be, yes, asking the prince to, sleep on a bed that's mainly made out of cigarettes and cigars and whatnot. And then, on top of that, yeah, we're going to be mopping up the room he's going to be living in with cigarettes and whatnot. So, okay, you might get over the drug dependency, but I suspect he's coming out of this with a nicotine one instead. Right, I'm back with more cigarettes. And as a result, lovely, the blood is all gone. Okay, I've also officially taken a side now. I can't go back over to, Macbeth and his wife. As I say, though, I suspect there's no, good ending to this mission precisely. I think, well, don't just have him here with the bloody door open. Everyone's going to... Okay, please don't tell anyone about this. It's very important you don't, so... Okay, Mike, I'm not sure I trust you to execute this plan well, to be honest, no.
There's a problem.
Well, of course there bloody is, so... okay. What precisely do you need me to do?
Our new little hitch in the plan are hooligans. A whole lot of them. This isn't their usual territory. The blighters are getting bolder every day. They need to go. They're camped out on the most direct route to the safe house.
Okay, so, Mike, can I but notice that, yes, you're here, and where we want to take the prince is here, and yeah, the, hooligans that you say are on the most direct route between point A and point B. They're over here. Well, a dead hooligan's a dead hooligan, and yeah, if we're lucky, these guys might drop some legendary gear, so, okay. Nosy on in, that's just a resident. Mike, are we sure about this? Because, okay, nice arrow painted on the wall. Okay, this is, here we go. I see you, my friend, so just take out you. Lovely. Doesn't look like, yeah, there's actually too many of them, all things considered. So, instigating shotgun, that'll do the job beautifully, actually. Here we go, and last one pops out, and, oh yeah, nothing special here, just a bunch of basic hooligans. So, you guys are dead, I must have to some more ammunition, etc., etc., though, okay. Either they were, like, misplaced in some capacity, or, yeah, something dodgy may be going on with a Mike here. Why did he just send me all the way over here when this was nowhere near the route he needs to take? Okay, shotgun away for now. Mosey on downstairs because, okay. I suspect things are going to get worse before they get better.
Pete's in worse shape than I feared.
Okay, and, I mean, yeah. Surely you knew what state he was in. You were the one who was providing him with the drugs.
I think moving him made things worse. He's got all kinds of illnesses and frailties from years of living with a compromised immune system. He's so weak, going straight into a detox would likely kill him.
Okay, so let's not do that and... yes, indeed. If only someone hadn't been pumping him full of chems for years.
I'm not ignorant to my mistakes. That's why I'm here. Judging by the looks of him, we'll need 3 doses of antibiotics. And probably some Morphex to help him through the worst of it.
Okay, Morphex we are swimming in. Antibiotics, however, literally none. Okay, those might be, yes, less common, in fact. Hang on. In base Fallout 4, antibiotics, like, don't exist outside of survival mode, so... okay. Where do we get them from, given I'm not playing on survival mode? So, okay, the game is, you know, very open about this. We can find, buy, or make what we need. Okay, let's start off with find, because, yeah, I swear I saw just around the corner here, actually. Yeah, there was an old market of some description. Here we go. Traders are welcome ahead. That actually had a whole bunch of flipping hooligans inside it, and... okay, just out of interest to Fallout London, when you told me to take out, yes, hooligans on the direct route between, you know, this guy and here, it was supposed to be these ones, wasn't it? Someone tagged the wrong raiders at one point. Marvellous. Right, take out the hooligan veteran. You're a bit nastier than some of them. And just to get into cover around here, you guys, a vintage market Shoreditch. Right, clear out them, and if we're lucky, there's a level up. Beautiful. Yeah, we might, just might, have the ability to make some bloody hell. Everybody is tossing grenades at me all of a sudden. So, yeah, maybe these guys being hooligans is going to be, blimey! Maybe just drop a stim pack, actually, John. Oh, now there's no one here. I think possibly they blew each other up there. Brilliant. So, okay. By any chance, now we're doing this mission, are, like, you know, random hooligans and their cams and whatnot going to have a better chance of containing the drugs we need? Well, not that I'm seeing anyway. And no cam workstation either, so okay, this was not barking up the right tree. In which case, right, let's try step 2 here, which is, there's a chemistry station right flipping here in the prince's old room. And here we go. Stimpaks, purified water, glowing fungus, and acids. Stimpaks is fine. Purified water, yeah, I can just go get that from base, buy it from shops, etc, etc. Acid will be swimming in the back of my bases too. Glowing fungus, however, right, we need 3 doses of this. So that means 9 glowing fungus. So, okay, what we really need here is, yeah, probably an underground ruin. Sewers or something might be a good source of glowing fungus. If I just mosey straight down to the end of Hackney here, the tunnel that took me to Islington the very first time, that's just round the corner. Although before I even made it over there... okay, there's also, you know, open bits of... countryside might be pushing it, but still. As you know, overgrown bits of London. Potentially this could be a good spot to go hunting for, you know, radioactive plants too. Though there's also, just cultists here, just in the middle of this open area, so, okay, possibly things get a bit weird if you step away from the streets right here in London and whatnot. So, you're just a resident, you're chill, no worries, my friend, no worries, and put down the rocket launcher, buddy. Okay, as I say, maybe be a bit careful if you're wandering off into the countryside. Combination of flipping cults and dryads. Yeah, things could get odd around here. No sign of glowing fungus mine, though, yeah, that does make sense given, you know, radiation. Strikes me as a good place to find the glowing fungus. We need to find a nastier, maybe more radioactive location to sort that out. Oh, you know what? I think I may be on something here, which is, okay. Small abandoned dark buildings. Right up here in North Hackney, yeah, there's just a laundromat. And because it's dark, there's a large amount of glowing fungus floating around because, that's rather bloody useful for lighting dark environments. Oh, though fascinatingly. Okay, I may have stumbled across something a bit more than I was expecting here. One door and one terminal. Expert locked, which... You know what? Someone did raise an excellent point last week in the comments, which is, John, there have been multiple episodes in a row you've run into expert locks where it would have been good to be able to deal with them. And basically, yes, I think I'm applying a base at Fallout 4 logic here. Because in base Fallout 4, lockpick is worthless. It's just a way of getting a tiny bit more loot. It's a lot more useful right here in Fallout London. So, okay. Let's start doing expert locks. John, that's a terminal, not a lock, so... Right, well, this is all very embarrassing. As is the fact that, unfortunately, yeah, some of this is actually just for show. It's not all real. So, okay. I can't harvest every single bit of a glowing fungus here, but I can definitely get a fair whack. Okay, I think I've now got, yes, a working strategy. We need to find out-of-the-way ruined buildings, because, yeah, the interiors may have been lit with a glowing fungus. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've been, going between the various ruins in Hackney for some time. Most of them have, no glowing fungus at all. But I just remembered something. Thames Haven, my hometown. The tunnels I came through to get here, way back at the start of this series, they are cooking full of glowing fungus. It's where all the light comes from, so, oh yeah, oh flippin' yeah. This is the mother lode right here. And I needed to come here anyway, because, I need to get the acid and the purified water from my home base. In fact, honestly, I didn't even need to go into the tunnels. There's glowing fungus just, as a light source right here in the town. And now if we just put all this together... Okay, I'm really hoping, by the way, that Mike was, just saying for flavour that this needed to be done in a hurry, because... This hasn't been done in a hurry. Several days have passed searching for that bloody glowing fungus before I remembered, yes, my hometown is basically swimming in the stuff. If I get downstairs now, and Mike just turns to me and says, hey, Pete's dead, you took too long. I would understand that, but also, it would be 100% Mike's fault. This was his stupid plan, and I will be tossing him under the bus.
Do you have everything?
Okay, not dead yet apparently. Marvellous.
Give them to Pete. I'll prepare the sober.
What the bloody hell's going on here?
Just like I said, Mike took Prince Pete out to the middle of nowhere.
Mike, what are you doing?
Offing Pete, obviously, and he's roped in this lackey to help.
We're getting Pete clean.
So suddenly you have a change of heart?
We all know you've been pumping Pete full of chems.
With Pete out of the way, good old Manchester Mike will lead the roundels. That's what you were thinking, wasn't it, Mike?
Mike, if you wanted control, we could have talked about things.
A chem pusher doesn't talk, he deals. So what are you dealing Pete today?
We've given him antibiotics, Joan. We're helping him.
In a shack where no one can see or hear you.
And your only witness is someone you implicated. Someone you can easily blackmail.
Roger, please, you have to believe me. I just wanted the old Pete back.
Okay, so... Right. I feel like this might be about to get nasty, as I say. But bare minimum, Dennis doesn't appear to have, immediately seized power while Pete was missing, so that's good. And yes, all we're trying to do is help him. Though I appreciate Captain Bad Ideas here has done it in a way that looks incredibly suspicious, yes.
I'm sure he made it sound great. Probably had you believe those drugs were harmless.
He mentioned antibiotics. What else are you giving him in that cocktail? Something to dull the pain and keep him quiet as he goes through his death throes?
Even this door would block out cries for help.
Okay, we should really be calling out Joan, by the way, because she's trying to set us up. And we specifically heard her say, hey, let's drug Pete so we can take over, etc, etc. And I heard you say that. You were very open about it. Okay, time to see if I can, regain control here, which is... Dennis, how precisely did you find this out-of-the-way basement?
Patrick noticed Pete wasn't around. As for who took him, it wasn't hard to put two and two together.
And Mike hasn't exactly been sneaky walking around this area.
You'd have to be blind to miss the strong new door in this place.
Okay. So it turns out, yes, Mike is not the smartest tool in the sheds. Okay. Everybody just chill out for a second. Let's not all start shooting each other.
I'd like to believe that, but just look around. Does any of this look right to you?
An idiot can piece this puzzle together. Mike's using you to claim the throne. Are you really going to side with him?
Dennis, Joan, they may be the most neutral person here. Maybe it's worth hearing them out.
Okay, so... right, what are we going to do here? Mike, I don't know what to think about you anymore, but we can't continue. If you don't believe in Mike, believe me, I've nothing to gain by hurting Pete. And if Mike wanted to kill Pete, there would have been an easier way than this, and... okay, you know what? That's actually a reasonable argument, right there. Mike could have given Pete an overdose so easily.
Just because I don't understand everything doesn't mean I don't see his intentions clear enough. This doesn't have to end this way.
You're right, Dennis. It doesn't. Let me help Pete.
I think you've helped quite enough, Mike.
Okay, so... oh dear. Intelligence. Dennis, what if you gave Pete the medicine? Strength. Dennis, you don't want to mess with us. Charisma. Dennis, please, this isn't the way. I'm actually able to... oh, I'm not able to walk away from this conversation, meaning I can't just do some drugs in order to be better at, you know, any of these stats. Oh, that means... oh dear. Suspect things are about to go wrong, though, in all fairness, if I did step away from the conversation to do some drugs, I feel like in some ways that wouldn't help the case of me and Mike, so... oh dear. There's literally nothing I can do, which means I suspect things are about to get nasty.
I'm sorry. I actually liked you, but what you two were planning, it's reprehensible.
Okay, we need to get out the... wait. Okay! He's pulled out a small knife, actually. Oh, Dennis. You shouldn't have gone for a small knife, as it turns out, so just don't, like, you know, get a tiny bit closer, because every step he takes, the percentage is going up, Scaramanga gets stronger and stronger, so 85 is probably fine. Oh, Dennis, I'm sorry about this, though. Okay, Joan, if you don't get involved, that's going to be really bloody irritating, given it was kinda you that did this, and... okay, this has got a bit wrong. I'm sorry, Mike.
It was never supposed to be this way.
It's over. No more fighting. From you either, Joan. Now what will you do, Mike?
Finish helping Pete.
Dennis!
Then help him.
Pete!
What did you do, Joan?
It wasn't me!
No, it's Pete's body. It's rejecting the antibiotics and Morphex. His immune system's in overdrive. He needs the sober now.
Then give it to him!
I can't. It broke in the fight.
Don't you have any more?
Yes! Here, you take this and grab it from my office safe. I'll stay here and do all I can for Pete.
Right, I will be right flipping back. Though, yes, actually, are you 100% sure this is a good idea? Because I don't trust you to come up with those.
You want to wait?
And, okay. If we just add more drugs into him, that could make things worse, potentially.
Then you watch over him. If you're wrong, he'll die.
Okay, so... right, we can either stay here and do nothing, or we can... I'm just gonna go and get the sober, just in case, but I feel like, yes, there could potentially be bad stuff waiting for me when we get back. So, okay, this is going wrong in a hurry. Okay, bare minimum, the sober is here. This wasn't like, you know, a trick or something. Okay, back to Pete. Hopefully, yes, there's been no more violence while I've been away. So, in we flipping go, and... okay, no one else has... your body's looking a bit on the weird side, but... sorry, medicine. We're supposed to be focusing on the medicine.
What you do now needs your utmost attention. Inject the sober, gently, in his carotid artery. Make sure there are no air bubbles, and keep your hand as still as possible. His body's weak, so too much shaking and you could bruise his neck bad enough that he can't breathe.
I really feel like you should be doing this, not me, but... okay. I need luck of 10 or intelligence of 7 to do this right. At bare minimum, we're not in a proper conversation yet, so, right, I can look away and do some additional drugs before I give him the drugs. And I 100% do not trust in my intelligence, so instead, Wonderland, we're trusting in luck. Right, close my eyes and jab. Let's flip it go.
Pete, how are you feeling?
He's really back. I can see that old fire in his eyes again.
Okay, we messed up the fight, but at least we were able to sort out the medicine.
I'm back. Mostly. Thank you, all of you. Standing by your convictions, standing up to a friend. Those are admirable traits for a roundel. From here on out, I'll be the leader you deserve. Not just the old Pete, but a new Pete. One ready to live up to those ideals.
It's Miller's men! They're here!
Okay, hang on. We've got other trouble apparently, which is the Miller's men are up for round cooking too. I'm guessing you're not willing to, like, you know, sign anything until that's done. Oh, though actually, no one's willing to do anything at all. I was warned, by the way, apparently, yes, this quest could be a bit, buggy. We've been lucky so far, but now, unfortunately, yeah, the quester wants me to give Pete the soba, which I've definitely done. Okay, so, as far as I can tell, there's 3 possible solutions here. Number 1, reload the game and see if that helps. Just done that, it does not help. Number 2, use console commands to try and, yes, move the quest forward, see if I can make, like, any progress of any description. And based on some quick searching online, okay, this console command theoretically might do the job. Nope, nothing. Here's another one I found that theoretically could work online. Okay, that one's not, you know, returns an error at least. And then nothing happened. Okay, I'm really sorry about this, Pete, but that's really bad news for you. Because that means, we're down to option number 3. You see, in the event that I can't, you know, get Pete to sign the document, the game was very clear that if I just get a sample of his handwriting and then bring that to the forger in Westminster, that would actually be acceptable, so, oh, Pete, I'm so sorry about this. Right, get out the good shotgun, bare minimum, yeah, we can make this nice and quick. Probably quick reload, etc, etc. Everyone's probably going to be really annoyed after I do this. And also confused, given I just went through a lot of effort to, like, not kill Pete, but I am so sorry about this. But okay, he's going to be in trouble soon. Lovely. One more in the head, actually. Sorry, that wasn't enough, apparently. The lad's a bit on the tough side. So, right, one more and then... yeah, I got the feeling the Roundels wouldn't be delighted. Right, take out Manchester Mike, because everyone is not delighted about this. We're going to be needing some healing, potentially, by the way. A lot of people attacking us right now. This might be a good time for, you know what, drugs. Drugs would be highly appropriate at this exact moment in time. I'm doing some cocking hypo hero. So, okay, take out Wrench. Beautiful. Health coming back. I am so sorry about this, by the way. It wasn't really my fault when you think about it. It was really more... okay, you... yes, you're properly dead. Good, 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 good. And, okay, someone's managed to take out... there's Roger Moon. Never really met you, by the way. Never going to either. So, okay, down goes Joan as well. Okay, now, Pete, we're going to be needing... well, 1, we get his suit. That's nice, at least. Then we get whatever Quadrophenia is. So, okay, a ramshackle SMG. Lovely. Can't help but notice, though, he doesn't appear to have, like, the, handwriting sample on him. Does anyone know where that is? Okay, if it's, you know, back in the central Roundel territory, that's going to be very embarrassing, because I suspect they now know what I've done. Oh, yeah, it turns out they're all a bit on the annoyed side about this, whole situation. I am so sorry about this. I'm really sorry. This was all kind of a mistake. Okay, it turns out there was, a letter from Pete. Right up here. In the, you know, room he started in. So I could have just gone and got that at any point. Okay, I very rarely do this, but I feel very bad about what just happened. So how about we just roll back time a little bit here and say that Pete gets to stay here, glitched in his basement, for the rest of time. And now we just go and grab the letter, and as a result, nobody flipping dies. So, just a mosey around the corner to Westminster. And yes, here we go. There was a chappie in a cafe right to flipping here, though. Well, this is awkward. Oh, there he is. He just spawned in. Right, it just took him a moment to appear. Lovely.
If it isn't my favorite client, ready to do business?
We've literally never done business before, but yes. Here's a letter. I need one forged signature. Sorry.
Ah, let me see this letter. Perfect. And now to get in character. We are the mods, we are the mods, we are the mods. Done. I got the signature. As it's the first one, it'll cost you 100 tickets.
You know what? I'm kinda glad we just did that, because it turns out Clifford's a bloody star. And 100 tickets is a bargain.
Brilliant. Here's your signature. Pleasure to make business with you. Come back if you need more.
And there we flipping go. We have got all 4 Cock King signatures. Even if, as it turns out, yes, we couldn't quite get the one from Hackney entirely legitimately. Still, I would say, having finally completed our tour of London and gathered all 4 signatures, how about we call it a part there? But next time, right. Obviously, we're going straight into the Houses of Parliament. We can finally get inside and catch up with my dear counterpart Smythe, though, yeah. Given she's had a lot of time to prepare for my arrival, there may well be more chicanery waiting inside yet. So hopefully you join me next time for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Fallout London. Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Ah, we have got a gate key here, and then we have got... I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out... Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.